What's up, everybody? I am your host with the locks that rocks out of Richmond, and this is the official podcast of Rocklahoma, Surviving Rocklahoma, and I'm joined by somebody who's going to be lighting up the stage tonight at 8:45. What is up? Mark is with me from Nothing More.
Howdy, howdy. How are you doing?
I'm amazing. How are you doing, man? How's Oklahoma treating you?
Very good. You know, it's beautiful out. We were nervous because it rained out a couple days ago, or it was 2 days ago.
Yeah, Friday.
Some of our friends, weren't able to play, but it's gorgeous out. Blue skies, smiling at me.
You gonna rub it in their face that hey, we got to we tore it down.
Geez.
Must have been nice.
No, we've been there before. It really sucks when you're rained out. You drive all this way, you travel to play for these people, and then you can't even play.
Tell me a little bit about playing open air festivals and stuff. Obviously, that's the nature of the game. What happens for an artist? Like, you're excited, you're prepared. Mother Nature said, never mind. Well, back to the truck, guys.
Right. Oh, it's extremely disappointing, but it is like an act of God. You know, nobody can control that, or at least yet with technology. No, it's extremely disappointing. But open air festivals are honestly my favorite, just playing outside. It does mess with your voice for sure, really dry you out, but nothing's better than all the lights working, everyone there at night and just singing in unison. It's a beautiful thing.
It is. Now, you guys have been on the scene for a long time, and I know you get asked this question a lot, but everybody's got a different answer. How do you keep the juice flowing for so long, man?
I think that comes in phases, and at first it's the dream of playing music and being able to do it for a living. Then once you accomplish that amazing dream and you really need to wake up every day grateful for sure, it's kind of like, right, what's next? And when we originally got into this, music moved us. It changed our life. Songs helped us through dark times, bands helped us. So in the same way, we always wanted our music to be a shelter to those in need, to help get them through those dark times, to help them relate through personal experiences that maybe we've had or a friend's had and we wrote a song about or something like that. And at the end of the day, music is therapeutic. It's powerful, and I'm just so blessed and honored to serve it. So that's still what's moving me, and honestly to make my son proud, make my wife proud, because I leave home, I don't see them, for so long, and it's got to be worthwhile, So that's what moves me.
And I'm glad you bring that up, and I don't talk about that a lot to folks, and this is a hard life to have a family, and even just covering it, I work a couple of festivals a year. I'm gone for 3 or 4 days, a weekend every other month or so. How is that? Like, I just don't see how you guys can do that and go on long tours and stuff. That's got to be a hard test, and especially for you, because you're over here, you got a job to do, you're moving thousands of people, but you also got stuff going on at home.
True. It's a double-edged sword. It's awesome that you get to serve music, you get to spread its gospel, if you will, and at the same time, right, you do leave the ones you love back home. You miss them, you miss things, special events, that's the hardest thing. So I try to do my best to fly home anytime I can, for a day off or to just be there. But I think, you have your road family, everyone you bond with, living in a hallway together, smelling each other's farts and going through hard times, the ups and downs, and you wouldn't be able to do it without one another. So you do grow close to each other. You have some unforgettable times, some memories, go to some unforgettable places, eat amazing food, drink amazing beer, meet really cool people, and it's just hard. You have to be better than you are.
Yeah.
Just do your best.
And keep a lot of brownie points with the missus, I'm sure. So one of my favorite things about traveling is, as you mentioned, experience a different food. I'm a foodie, man. When I go somewhere, I got to try, okay, this place is legendary. Do you have any standouts? Like, all right, we're going to tour, we're going to so-and-so. We got to have this place.
Absolutely. You know, maybe it's cliche, but going to Japan was just amazing. You know, we've been to Osaka and been to Tokyo, and both times we went with this band Vamps, and they took us out. We had amazing shabu shabu and had some killer sushi, some Japanese barbecue. That was killer. Went to Bondi Beach in Australia, had killer seafood. That was amazing. What stands out now, I mean, I love just traveling like you do and getting to try these unique cuisine. You know, having schnitzel in Germany is a big thing. Going to the big beer houses and all of that. We're about to go to Finland actually next summer. We've never been, so I'm really pumped to go to Helsinki. That'll be a first, a box we get to check off. Really love Scandinavia. I have a few Swedish cousins up there too, so hopefully I'll get to see them.
That's awesome. Now, you mentioned you're going to some new places next year. Let's talk a little bit about what you guys have got going on and what's next for Nothing More.
Yes, sir. So we just released our album Carnal the end of June. It's going really, really well. We're very pumped about it. The songs are doing excellent. Angel Song is going to radio. It's already kicking ass. Honestly, we have this new, fresh sense of excitement for, I don't know, these songs. We haven't worked with a producer in maybe 15 years or so. We've just all been self-produced. So it was neat to kind of do things a little differently, especially after COVID. We were all separate. We all live in different states now. So it was hard writing an album. We just file shared the whole thing. Obviously, COVID was fucking hard for everybody. Sorry, pardon my French, but I feel like it's deserved. And so coming back together after all of that and being in the same room, writing music again, we all really discovered we're good at it and we love doing it. So that was special for us. We're psyched about it, and honestly, we got juices flowing already to kind of work on the next one.
I dig it.
We don't stop.
You know, I talked about it at length for the last couple of years. COVID was such a hard reset for the entire planet. And I was always curious about, for artists who literally have nothing more but time and to invest in their craft. And, you know, I know you guys have a process for writing your stuff, and I know you usually have time frames, but now you're locked in your house and you can't leave. Is any of that material that you guys put together in COVID, is this what we're seeing now today?
That was probably more from the last record, Spirits. But I feel like listening to that album, there is kind of this pent-up frustration in a lot of it, this really introspective vibe through the whole album. And I'm glad that we got to do it that way, though it was a tough, frustrating process being physically separate. But what you get is all of us completely self-producing, like every individual one of us. Before, it's like, okay, I'd meet up with Ben and we do guitars, or meet up with Dan and we do bass. It was still collective, you know, and now this was just all separate. So it's just, hey, this is what I'm thinking for guitars for this song, this riff, you know, these backup vocals, and just sending it and just going through that process. It was great to completely fulfill, you know, my vision, what I thought for this part or whatever, without any interruptions. But at the same time, sometimes you need that feedback loop, you know, to, like, in the moment, what do you think about this? Or, oh, hey, you know, that note right there, do that little lick again, because it's awesome. You can't do that, and you just get the end result. So it just created a different product, I guess.
I like it. Can you tell me a little bit? You all have a very unique stage performance. I love watching you all on stage. How did all of this just manifest and come to be? You guys got some really cool stuff that happens on stage.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Absolutely.
You know, we've always been interested in entertaining. Obviously, you know, right, we play instruments on a stage. It's fun writing music, but it's also, it's a show.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of bands forget that to do something maybe a little different than just put on the CD or play the stream now. You know, we don't have CDs. To make the live show different and exciting and fun. You hear real instruments, you hear a little jam session. We try to do that between songs, you know, do a crazy 3-man bass solo or drum solos or or whatever to make it different. It's just always been a part of what we do and nothing more, and it challenges you musically, you know, your artistry. So it also keeps us growing, keeps us going, and it's healthy.
I love it. Now, do you got anything special for us tonight at 8:45?
You know, I'd say so. Some of these new songs, last night was playing them for the first time, so that was a lot of fun. I'm personally kind of doing all the screamy stuff on the song Stuck, and it's been fun kind of taking like a lot of the lead vocal passages. So that's different for me. Some parts are hard to scream and sing at the same time, but it's a lot of fun. There's that. There's a few little jam sessions, a little drum solo. We'll go into the crowd. I'll probably run around in the crowd. It'll be good.
I love it, man. So tell me before I let you go, what's next for you all?
You know, we did a little special something like a week and a half ago in Nashville. I can't tell you what it is, but it should be coming out soon-ish, as well as another track and maybe some alternate versions of songs on Carnal that we'll put out later this year. Another feature or two that's super sick, really, really emotional and powerful. So, you know, don't be a stranger.
I love it.
We got stuff coming.
You know, before I wrap up any interview, I like to give the artists an opportunity to directly look at the camera, talk to your fans, acknowledge the folks who's going to be screaming and throwing their voice out for you. Man, Mark, the mic is yours.
Yeah. You know, I'm humbled and still grateful to play music for my job, to have it support my family. I know music has changed me. I know that there's songs and bands that have reached you and that have touched you. And don't be afraid to ask for help. September is anti-suicide, prevention month. So I really want to say your voice matters, your story matters. Please reach out if you need help.
I love it, man. Thank you so much for giving me your time. I can't wait to see you this evening. Once again, for Mark from Nothing More, I'm Adam Richmond with your host with a Locks That Rocks. This is the official podcast of Rocklahoma, Surviving Rocklahoma. And until next time, rock on.
Thanks for having me, Adam.